All right, episode 10.
We're back in the swing of things. I enjoyed this episode. Yeah, see, this is like scene. This is nice. Good pace. Good pace.
Yeah.
I guess to start at the beginning, because that was probably the worst part of the episode was the acid bath surgery.
Okay, he's getting a hot plate. Oh, she's just gonna electrocute him.
What? Okay. Wait, hold up. Does that work in science? It shouldn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. I wanted to believe it.
His sperm are fucked. We know this. There's just too much questionable things going on science-wise, I guess.
Yeah. So while you're doing this, you're allowing the acid to go into his body, right? Like, this is just full penetration.
Whoever wrote this scene didn't check with anyone.
How do we get his heart going again? Take a hot plate and throw it in the acid.
Let's electrocute him. I'm not into this Frankenstein shit. They get the shrapnel out of his shoulder and out of his gut, and he gets out of there and heals pretty much instantly, and that scene pretty much wraps up.
For a lot of it, but I mean, he trashed the barn.
My data.
Oh, look, a hard drive on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah, blow on it. That was kind of stupid of Luke just to throw it and be like, okay, that's gone now.
Diamondback comes and frames Luke Cage by, he somewhere got some new technology. If he fights Luke with those, like,
that's what I'm thinking.
That's gonna be the shit I was missing. Punchy glovesies.
Punchy gloves? Punchy Nintendo gloves?
Yeah, they're the Nintendo glove. And kills a cop pretending to be Luke Cage. And that kind of gets a stir going politically in the neighborhood. And so people are kind of with and against Luke Cage, depending on who they are, I guess.
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering where Shades has been this episode. Where the fuck's Shades been?
Yeah.
That's kind of been throwing me off a little bit.
Yeah, Shades kind of disappeared. Once Diamondback showed up, Shades has kind of lingered back in the background, and he's more or less hanging out with the council woman.
It seems interesting because it's like Shades was like, oh, I have like the security in Diamondback, and he was like, when Diamondback wasn't around, but as soon as Diamondback showed up, he was like,
Yeah, he's almost got like a fear of Diamondback because Diamondback's fucking nuts.
But we did get some more information on him from the chapel.
Yes.
And the chapel was a really, really good scene.
Great scene. Luke went back and visited his hometown where he grew up with Diamondback because they've known each other forever. They have a long history apparently. And Luke pretty much threw a really nice, just a really well done scene of memories. Just using a lot of cool tricks and mirrors where it's from a child's perspective, but in a mirror it's still Luke. It's cool. He discovers that through his own memories that Diamondback actually is his brother.
Yeah, that was really good. I mean, like that was. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I believe that scene could be real. You know, I believe that could all happen, which was what was lacking in the last few. So I'm so happy that 10 turned out to be something that was and introducing new characters, older characters.
Yeah, bringing some characters back.
Might not be, we're not going to see them from now on, like Diamondback's mom and Cage's mom and all too. We're probably not going to see them ever again. But to be able to introduce them so smoothly and him to look at something just like the detective did with the crime scene and everything, she Boondock Saints it and all.
Oh yeah.
But this wasn't that.
They didn't overdo it.
It was so separate from that, and it was really nice to be able to see somebody doing the same sort of thing in a completely different way.
Very refreshing.
Yeah.
This episode was a lot better than the last few we've had. So I'm excited to keep going with it. There was a nice little shootout in the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Where Luke Cage is kind of in a tight spot getting shot at and trying to protect somebody. So
at the rally where everybody's trying to make sure that...
Getting rallied against Luke Cage.
They all seem super ready to just agree with the person on the microphone because they're just pushing their emotions, and that's it, which would never happen in real life.
Yeah, a big part of this episode, too, addressed cops being violent toward the community, and that was driven by them trying to find Luke Cage. So there's a lot of tension going on in the community, and Luke Cage realizes that Diamondback is pretty much the cause of it now, and he's taking the responsibility to take him out himself. So he's stepping more into that hero role, which we've been waiting for more and more, and it's been crawling to get there, but I think the next few episodes he's really going to step up, and it's going to be badass. Episode 11. You hear this fucking guy walk around upstairs? He does that shit early as fuck in the morning sometimes.
A dick. We had the middle lull and everything, but like, my God, it's really picked back up now, and it's getting back to being damn exciting again.
Yeah, and I'm really enjoying it. Started out as a shoot 'em up in the old Cottonmouth's old club. That Diamondback has pretty much taken over here, and it becomes a hostage situation episode. There's a bunch of stuff that goes down during the episode, but it's like, I don't know.
It's a lot of little things that end up building up to, well, it seems like a lot has changed, but really, in all actuality, not a lot has changed. I mean, we have 2 episodes left that we know Luke Cage is not going to stay in jail for, and he just got arrested at the end of the episode.
Oh, yeah.
Jumping back to the beginning, we have Shades disclosing Willis's name in front of a bunch of hostages in a fantastic way.
Diamondback's name is Willis, and Shades. Actually, this entire episode has been kind of butting heads between Shades and. God, I fucking hate that name.
Hey, Shades.
How do you see anything, Shades? Shades and Diamondback, and there's a moment where Diamondback makes a decision, and Shades pulls the "What you talking about, Willis?" Oh my God, that's great. And it was fucking hilarious. I didn't think they'd actually go there.
Oh, so
it was
good
great.
To see. It was just another one of those references to the outside actual world that somebody watching can relate to. And I don't know why it is that, I mean, like, what is it, copyright issues? Or I don't know what the reason is as to why people haven't done that before. But it's hilarious.
It's really funny.
We had a scene where Shades was talking to Diamondback.
Great scene.
He's just like, did you forget who you're talking to? And Shades leans in even closer and he's like, did you?
So Shades still is a mystery to us, and I'm so curious about what the hell his whole situation is, because it seemed like the whole show he was so loyal to Diamondback, and I guess he is, but he's been questioning him this whole time that Diamondback's shown up. So it's interesting, and I kind of think Shades has been trying to take over Diamondback's operation here, but can't be sure now because Shades ended up getting caught and arrested.
Oh.
Shades got busted.
And Shades ended up getting curb stomped.
Shades got crushed.
Yeah.
Curb stomped.
Yeah, technically, right?
Yeah.
Oh. New hammer check. Is that the ex-wife right there?
Yeah, right.
From a camera aspect, we started off in the beginning of this series having a lot of handheld type of stuff, maybe a movie rig or something else, but there was a slight shake or maneuver to it. Now we have a hero, we have a character who is solid in who he is and what he's doing, has been for a little while, but now we start seeing these big epic fight sequences where the camera still stays steady and it just gives you that solidarity that he has emotionally.
The thing I really liked about this episode was how much was happening in such a confined space, because they're all in this building the whole time, but Luke Cage is kind of stranded in the basement taking care of the detective that's been, prevalent throughout this show. And because she got shot, so he's taking care of her. But we've also got a hostage situation being controlled by Diamondback and his thugs, and it's neat to see Luke trying to decide what to do between taking care of this woman in the basement and going to take care of the hostages.
Stan Lee always set up a lot of comics. Like, I loved reading early Spider-Man, where Spider-Man would always have to, he'd have to deal with the Green Goblin over here. But Aunt May needed her Peter Parker to bring the medicine home over here. And there was always these two things that pulled them apart. But now we're seeing multiple characters being pulled in two different directions all over the map. And it's a nice, fun thing to see.
Yeah. This was a big episode, too, for Luke Cage and Diamondback, because we finally got the history brought to us through an interesting expositional scene where Diamondback kind of explains their whole story over the PA through the whole building, and while Luke Cage is heading toward him to get to him and taking out his thugs one by one. It was a cool scene, but we find out that there's some history as far as Diamondback getting screwed over in he just kind of got dealt a shitty card in life, and he blames Luke Cage for it. When he went to prison and he's got some serious daddy issues.
Serious issues. Mommy issues too.
Yeah, mommy issues
sure.
too. He's got some serious fucking family issues.
We have the ADA, the Assistant District Attorney, in Daredevil. Crossover!
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
Dude from Daredevil who was a prosecutor against Punisher.
Yeah! Sharing shows. That
so
was
it's
nice.
Pretty cool to see a crossover coming in there. We have 2 episodes left right now. I mean, we're going to do 12, we're going to do 13.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows if there's going to be a major character crossover. I mean, if there's going to be... I mean, we could have anybody from Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Punisher, to show up.
I'd go ape shit if I saw anything. Even if I saw like Foggy, I'd go fucking nuts.
Oh, that'd be
You know, that's actually possible because in the end of this episode, Luke Cage kind of surrenders himself to the cops that bust in and the SWAT. So Luke Cage in the end gets caught also, and Diamondback pretty much just jumped out the back door.
Just walked away.
Just
and
walked
he's got his like little fisticuffs like bah, like his.
Yeah, Diamondback's got these gloves that
he needs a power source for.
Yeah. Ow, dude.
But you did see the damage that it does.
Right.
You know, when it concaved the district attorney's or the assistant district attorney's chest in when he was up in the office. I mean, you saw that like concave and everything. That was really cool. That was
it was really cool, and just reestablishing that weapon and how powerful it is.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see them face off. I mean, it's gotta happen. Right?
Yeah, it's got to. But I mean, like at the same time, it's like, dude, you got a power cable. If your entire, weapon can be brought down by somebody with a pair of scissors. Or wire cutters, like you might want to find a different alternate way to be able to do that.
Fun episode, really enjoyed this one. I liked the whole hostage situation that was going on. There's a bunch of different things happening at once, so you're never bored, and the conversations were all good, and it's good to hear good dialect again.
And we've learned that if you have an artery that is that's cut, you can use dental floss to be able to stitch it up.
Stop. The sound, dude. The sound.
So good.
The sound. That's right.
And then pour tequila over it to sterilize that.
She's like a fucking like nurse MacGyver. I hope she gets paid well. She better.
She's got a cool job being able to play like different parts in all different, not universes, but one universe in many different factions.
I think she's going to be the Coulson of the Defenders. I think her death is what's going to bring that team together.
Oh, wow. And at the end of the episode, we have Luke Cage telling her to go away, go, just go.
Go away.
So who knows if she's going back to Hell's Kitchen or where she's going to end up at.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
But let's see if he likes his coffee black.
Yeah.
A lot of references to coffee being sex, and I mean, we haven't had any real sex scenes or anything like that since like one of the first episodes.
Yeah.
So,
but it's funny still because Luke Cage nonstop is always pimping. He's always hitting on chicks, no matter what the situation is. You gotta give him credit for that.
Because he does it with class too.
Yeah,
he does it with class.
Yeah. I dig it.
Yeah.
On to
the next episode of that Classy Pimp. All right, let's go. Let's do it.
Woo! Episode 12.
Dude, it's picked back up.
Definitely. Luke Cage escapes on his way to jail.
Everybody knows that she was a super fan of him, right?
Yeah. All right, well, she just told him to do this at this point, so be ready for it.
But he did it really well, and then like when the cop caught him in the alley, I mean, you kind of recognized him from the beginning. Maybe it's because we binge watched all of this really quick through. But I did recognize him a little bit from the beginning.
He might have been getting a haircut in the barbershop.
Yeah, there was something.
Yeah.
Like when he actually pointed that out and everything, I mean, like that was cool to see. Like to backtrack and say that there's still this trust that's here.
Yes, and that was actually kind of an ongoing theme throughout the episode was the trust the trust, and then with the community and Luke Cage and the community starting to believe in him more and well let's get into it. I don't know how to say this. While Luke Cage is on the run, he witnesses a robbery going on in a convenience store and runs into fucking Method Man. This is great.
That was incredible. Like that 8 minutes of when he ran into him in the convenience store until he finished up rapping on the radio. That was porn. If you like good music.
And it's not Method Man playing like a character. It's legit Method Man, and it's fucking hilarious because Luke Cage is running around in a hoodie full of bullet holes, and Method Man is just like, hey, it's you. And Luke Cage is like, it's you! Fucking awesome.
Let's swap the hoodies, and then all of a sudden...
Method Man gives him his hoodie.
Yeah, and then the convenience store is like, we're putting these out now. And now, because of that, and because Method Man got on the radio and started actually rapping all about Cage, now we have all these people who are really supporting him, which I know is going to come back in this last episode.
Yeah, so you've got the cops looking for Cage because he's on the loose, and all these people in the community wearing all these hoodies with holes in them. So they're like stopping every guy they can find, but it's not Luke. This is such a community episode, just Luke Cage bringing people together. It's awesome. It's a awesome moment in the episode, and that's something I love about this episode. Is this episode was just full of all these little cool moments, and every conversation, it wasn't like those dull conversations from 4 or 5 episodes ago.
No.
It was fucking like awesome conversations, good dialogue. There's a pretty good shootout at a warehouse.
Now we get to see what's in the box from Pulp Fiction.
You're right there. He's gonna find someone that's like.
Yeah.
It was Diamondback. Had a suit. The one fucker that they absolutely needed dead. Diamondback's trying to change around some things. He actually, busts out Shades. Well, he paid for Shades to get out of prison or jail, whatever.
Just drop $2 million. No big deal. Whatever.
Yeah.
Getting the feeling they're going to kill him.
Think so. But why would he spring him out of jail just to kill him?
So he wouldn't talk when he's in jail?
I guess so.
Which he was already in jail for a long time, so they know they wouldn't put him before.
So Shades gets out. Diamondback tries to cross him.
You see Diamondback's right-hand man now grab Shades, bring him to an elevator, and they step in, and he goes ahead and starts choking him out. And I don't know, I had a good feeling that Shades was going to get out of it.
I thought he was dead. I thought he was gonna die.
As it kept going, I was like, I don't think he's going to. He pulled that gun off of another guy right in front of him. Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Okay.
I fucking love it, dude.
Shades busts out, murders that motherfucker.
One thing about camera work that I saw in here, there's not a lot. That is one thing that's missing from these later episodes because we're focused so much on action. We're not nearly as focused on emotion of things anymore. We're more focused on the action and these things, these fast-paced things that are happening. Which, granted, it's still a ton of fun, and there's still a lot of camera work to talk about. So Miranda's inside the bar where the entire shootout happened. The very beginning of the episode, she's in there, and she's just throwing these glasses with this... it's almost like
little temper tantrum.
A college intern, it seems like.
Oh,
who's
yeah.
Hanging out there with her and everything. She's throwing everything, and we're looking at her through this broken glass, maybe through a mirror or bouncing off a mirror, and you're seeing her as this tiny little insignificant thing who's just trying to make some noise, and she just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that was really, really cool to see something like that.
Yeah, I've really disliked this character the whole time. And that's probably why we haven't talked about her that much. Is just because she's been always towing the line between being a politician and going toward the corrupt side. Now she's leaned toward the corrupt side. She wants to go into crime, take over where Cottonmouth left off. She's full of shit.
She is. Yeah, we don't have another character in here who's more full of shit in this show than her.
But is it because she's a politician?
Full of shit because she's a politician, or is she a politician because she's full of shit?
But she just sucks.
Yeah.
She sucks.
But now the only good thing about her is that she seems to be working with Shades.
Yeah, she's teaming up with Shades, which makes her definitely more interesting now.
Shades brought the bottle back, He brought that, and we don't know if it's the same
Sign
one.
of
They
trust.
could just fuck around with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he said it's got your prints and his blood on it and everything.
But Diamondback also showed up, and Diamondback wants her to live too. I don't know why she's important here.
Well, she has pull in the community, and she can actually make things.
True.
She can change the way people think.
Yeah.
But Method Man can also change the way people think.
Fucking right. Something I've noticed though, the last few episodes is Luke Cage's strength is they're showing it in different ways, and there were two instances in this episode that I was fucking dying over. And Luke Cage went to interrogate a guy, and just to find out where Diamondback was, and he grabbed the guy, threw him in a fucking dumpster, and just started crushing the dumpster to get the guy to say what he wanted. That's awesome. Dumpster interrogation. I've never seen anything like that before, and
No,
I love just the sign of strength. And then there was another scene where he just, I think he punched a door in, and just when he hit the door, it fucking flew.
Exploded.
And like that's the kind of strength I want to see. I want to see shit explode around him, and like I don't know, that was a couple instances where I was like, fuck yeah.
It seems like we have new alliances with different people that really, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think are going to end up mattering all that much.
Yeah.
It seems like I think everything's going to kind of fizzle out at the end of this next episode.
Yeah. Well,
13.
Yeah, season finale coming up.
Yeah, which is going to be badass. But I'm super excited for what are you looking forward to see in episode 13?
Well, we kind of left off the end of this episode with everyone kind of coming together and just meeting up at the barbershop, whether they meant it or not. And they're kind of hashing it out, talking out with Shades and Miranda and the detective that's been throughout this thing, and Luke, and fucking Diamondback shows up in this suit.
Yeah.
This like suit that he started shooting at him, and it's absorbing bullets and shit. And I'm excited to see, like I've been saying for a couple episodes now, like we need Luke to go up against someone who has like the strength
Real
that he
power.
has. And just I want to see a slugfest, and it looks like that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna throw down in the barbershop, and yeah, shit's gonna go down. It's gonna be sweet.
I'm pretty excited to see how his suit ends up working for him because he absorbed these bullets when he got shot.
And like,
so is he going to absorb Luke Cage's like fist when he hits him? Is he going to absorb that shock? I mean, I don't know. I think we're going to see more of Luke Cage after episode 13, but all the same, it's going to be an intense throwdown.
Who the fuck did that?
I'm going with...
It's a suit! I'm psyched.
Sure.
I'm psyched for the season finale coming up. So
yeah, Brothers of War.
Is that what it's called?
No, but it could be. I feel like those middle episodes, they didn't really give anything to us really that we could actually hold on to, sink your teeth into, like anything meaty, that sort of thing. But in these last few, man, like they've given us everything we've been looking for.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if that means that maybe we should just because we could take those center episodes and we could just get away with those.
Honestly. Yeah.
So I mean, and then make this a 10 episode or even a 9 episode series.
Yeah.
Would that be worth it to know that the story is that much better and you're not just trying to put filler in there? Because it does feel like a lot of filler.
I could get rid of a ton of filler from the show.
Yeah. So I mean, what does it come down to? Is it a TV show? It's supposed to be 13 episodes. Is somebody saying that, or I mean, is it just like, oh, that's what people want to binge watch and that's what we're trying to give them? Because I'm not used to Netflix putting out shitty content.
Yeah.
I gotta say, those middle episodes, they were kind of shitty.
Yeah, it was boring for sure.
I mean, the acting was nice and the scenes were lit well and stuff like that, but it just seemed like they weren't trying to bring their A game. And I just want to see a series where they've put their all in every step of the way.
Yeah.
And it's not trying to hold out for some other storyline or something else.
Definitely. Season finale coming up. Check it out.